the top three messages you would like to give to the future leaders that will help them to take their careers to its helm?
You know, three messages to the future leaders. That's a tough one because everyone has their own concept of what will help them. But let me give it a shot. I think first and foremost is get comfortable with data and metrics. We always say that HR needs to get comfortable with data and metrics. But when I look at the organization, I think across organization, across functions, people need to get comfortable with data and metrics. See, data is available and it is there in abundance, right? And a lot of people use data to lead to decisions and then hide for the success or the failure of those decisions behind data. It's not about the data. I think it's also about what story you inculcate from that data. So, what people need to do is understand the data, use their experience and their intuition, because when we look at the data, you get a sense. Use the combination of all three of them in tandem and then arrive at a decision. Because life is not about black and white. I wish it was very easy and binary to say a yes or a no, but the more higher you go in the hierarchy, you will understand that it's all about managing the gray. The black and white is very easy, right? It's written, yes or no, but it's about managing the gray. And when you manage the gray, how do you build the story between your data, your experience, and your intuition? I think that, along with analytics, I think that's the key. And that is what people need to get very, very comfortable with. Some decisions will go wrong, some will go right. That's okay. As long as you know the intent that you took, that's important. I think the second thing is about building adaptability. There is this whole debate between generalist and specialist, and that debate was there 15 years back, and that debate still continues. Some people read one book and say you need to be a specialist. Some people read other papers and say you need to be a generalist. But I think what is the key to success is how adaptable you are to the opportunities that you create or come your way. If you are in an organization and you have aspirations to grow, people only look at vertical paths to grow, but there's also a wider horizontal area to gather experiences and grow. And that's adaptability. I've done operations role much later in my career. I wish I'd got the opportunity to do it much earlier outside of HR something. So, do cross-functional experiences, get into cross-functional projects. I think focus on the company issue and challenges and try to solve for them. Understand how you do business. So be adaptable in your career and do a mix and a match. I think that will help, go. The third is, as I say, which is a common phrase, but I firmly believe is soft stuff is the hard stuff. I think a lot of people forget that. Expectations from the leaders have changed. If you want to be a future leader, sure, organizations will want you to be decisive. They will want you to be agile. They will want you to have speed to market. They will want you to be bold. Absolutely. But I think now in the changing world, they also want you to be compassionate. They also want you to be empathetic. They also want you to understand what the other person is going through. So I think that change is important, and you have to understand it's the soft stuff that is the hard stuff. It doesn't come easy. For the exterior that we build or for the image that we all build, it doesn't come easy. But to be able to coach, to be able to mentor, to be able to guide, I think is something that that is very, very important, And so I think that's how I would look at it. So just to rephrase, I think get comfortable with metrics and data. Build adaptability in your career. Soft stuff is the hard stuff. Remember that as you go higher on the leadership ladder. I think those are the three traits which would there. And obviously, I think the underlying of all of this is you should have the ability to be able to develop people and talent under you, because the grass has to grow under you. I think that's the other thing that I would